Good morning and welcome back to Trade Talks. I'm your host, Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq. I'm excited to announce we're kicking off a new monthly series, Top Trends in ETFs. So Andrew McOrmond, he is with ETF Trading Solutions over at WallachBeth. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Excited. Every third Monday of the month,
Yep,
we're going to make this
gonna be
happen.
great.
So tell us about WallachBeth and what makes your perspective unique to the ETF industry.
Okay, great. We're generally a firm that's focused on best execution, and when I say that, not just the time of trade, but we focus on a pre-trade plan, best execution, of course, during the trade, and then wrapping it up with a post-trade process. So what that allows and what that means is that we have this wide customer base. So institutions, pensions, endowments, insurance companies, all value best ex along with RIAs and retail, private wealth retail audiences. So it gives us a really unique view of this broad band of view of who's trading what and when they're trading, allows us to see different strategies, whether it's tactical trades, long-term trades, cash management.
So what's hot and trending right now? Because it seems to be tech and tech-related ETFs are really what's moving the needle right now.
Yeah, I think, and you have today, obviously, a big story with Facebook. There's a couple of things that are trending with that. I think it all revolves around disruptive businesses. So number one, if you start with FDN, that's an ETF that we see a lot of flow in. That's First Trust Nasdaq ETF. 25% of it is FANG, and it's up 18%, and it's an internet versus just the Nasdaq 100, right? And I think what's so impressive about that and why it's had that run is if you think about Amazon and Netflix, which make up the FANG, which is part of the FANG, which is 20% of the weighting. They're disruptive businesses, right? What Netflix has done to cable television and perhaps the movie business, and of course what Amazon has done to big box retailers.
Or basically everything.
Yeah,
right?
Correct, right. So
what are some of the, now this is an interesting question because you really don't hear general benefits and HFTs in the same sentence, but what are some general benefits that you're seeing with high frequency trading in today's market?
Well, I think what people mistake is they see the reports, they still remember the book, that came out, but how it benefits the investor at home or the day trader is for the smaller lots, they have really filled in the liquidity. If you think about high frequency trading, what it is it's an entire kind of sub-economy that goes on that trades just the trade for the process of trading. But what it's done on exchanges like Nasdaq is really tighten the spread. So we talk about some of the ETFs that are new. Now they're easier to trade and easier to get into because of the high frequency trading. That's why you're getting those midpoint fills. It's kind of taken away the old school exchanges one-stop shop. It came along with competition and generally made the marketplace more efficient. All
right, and to wrap up, what's your outlook for ETFs? Because the growth has been phenomenal. Do you continue to see that within the industry?
I think so, yeah. There's new products all the time. Going back to tech for a second, you have BOTZ, BOTZ, which is Global X's ETF, which is artificial intelligence, which has to do with the autonomous cars and things along those lines. And on these products, when they come out, plus you have blockchain ETFs now, which I think I'm okay with because it's not necessarily the Bitcoin. Again, it's a possible disruptive force to the financial services industry. And a way to express those views is an ETF, kind of protects you from the single stocks and the volatility.
All right, well, thank you very much for joining us. Look forward to seeing you in April.
Absolutely.
All right, and traders, thank you for joining me. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq.